Hey guys, Nogorn here. This is episode 1 of my automation series, and this is going to be on the lag machine for anyone who's been patiently waiting. This is a skeleton of the lag machine with just the wiring and the piston so you can get a better feel for how this works. Now, it is kinda funky wiring the separate layers together to get them the spacing to prevent Enderman from interrupting it. And I left certain segments of wall in the middle because these are necessary to transfer signal through so that no light gets in. I have one section of wall and a floor section there, and that's just to show you guys how this would operate. Well, it's in the wrong position now. Okay, this is the normal position. You can see the redstone is off, so it won't be causing any lighting issues. And the floor shifts twice, clearing 2 levels of the floor. First, when it shifts once going that way, it clears the bottom layer. And then when it shifts back, it clears the second layer, leaving only mobs on the bottom layer, and 2 more to spawn more up top. Let me just turn this off. That's why it's called the lag machine. And up here, I have the same thing, but with the flooring and the dividers in. Now the dividers are simply just here so the mobs don't walk on these blocks and get stuck and not fall. Slabs are obviously to prevent spiders. I'm sure there's a better way of laying them out, but I'm not going to tinker with that too much considering the drop rates are already extremely well for this setup. Same thing, let me just turn this on and show you guys how this all would work. Okay, the first shift, going to the right, clears one floor, and then going back, it'll clear the second floor. And these... Whoa. It's gonna be hard. You see, you can't just have redstone going through there, or else it would let light in. So, we have to send it through blocks. Okay. Down to the next model. It's changed a little. This one is the opposite of this. It has the walls but no floors, so you can, or one section of it, and this is just no roof. This is what the inside looks like, and you can see these sections of wall blocking the light out, especially on the second section, which is the most awkward to have it set up. And over here we have the completed. One side is fully completed, one side I just took the glowstone off, because that's honestly not necessary at all. It's just how I have it set up, just for looks. And same as over there, just the top chopped off. Alright, let's get on with the tutorial. Alright guys, to start off building this, we are going to start off with a center point, and we are going to place blocks 14 out. Alright, now that we have that done, we are going to branch off on each end and the middle 10. Alright, now that we have that done, we are going to line the inside of each quarter of the space with pistons on each of the branches. Okay, pistons are placed. Next step, we're going to install the floors. What we need to do for that is fill in the entire area except for one block in front of either side. It's going to be leveled out at the end. We need one block of space for the floor to be shifted. Alright, now that we have the floor in, we can move on to the wiring. And for this first floor here, what we're going to do is we're going to place a torch here, a repeater here and here on full signal, blocks on the end of them. we're going to run signal out across this distance to power our pistons. And we are going to run the signal down through here. Put a repeater here. Oop, nope, I was wrong. Put the repeater here. And a block goes here. That stays on one tick. We bring the redstone out on each end, like so. Same goes for this side. Power gets brought down here. Repeater goes right here. Yeah. And the block goes here. And the signal gets carried out through both ends. Alright, now after that, what we need to do is put the walls in. The walls are going to be off of these two blocks here. They're going to go around like this, and they're going to extend one block out to leave as much of the floor available for spawning as we can. Okay, now that we have that done, all we're going to do here is put the little divider in on both sides to keep mobs from walking on here and getting stuck in the system and slowing it down. And we're also going to place half slabs to keep spiders from spawning. Alright, this is what the pattern is going to be for slabs to prevent spiders from spawning. On each level, we're going to repeat that over here. Now, there's probably a better way to do this, but like I said before, it doesn't really matter. Alright, now that we have that done, we can get to work on the next layer. Again, what we're going to do is we're going to start off with our center block, and we're going to branch out. Now that we have that done, again, what we're going to do is we're going to place the pistons in. Alright, pistons are placed for the second level. I'm going to go ahead and put the floor in. Alright, floors for the second layer are installed. Now we're going to do the redstone. The redstone on this level is a little tricky, because what you need to do is you need to punch out this block here, move it down there, put in a torch, place another block on top of that, and put torches on all four sides, including the top. You're going to want to put repeaters here and here. Carry out the redstone signal on the sides. And of course carry... Nope. You're going to want to put a block here to keep the light out. Carry the signal outwards. Put another block here. Draw the signal out. Almost forgot. These need to be on full tick. Spread the signal throughout all the pistons. Same on this side. Alright, we have two floors wired up. and I'm just gonna go ahead and finish putting the walls on this floor and putting the slabs in, because you probably already have a good idea on how to build it, and once I'm done with that, I'm going to show you how to wire the third and final floor up. Just a quick something I forgot to mention: for the wall on the second level, you're not going to want to start on this block because it is pushed inwards one because of these torches. You're going to want to start right on top of the pistons, or basically one out from the floor, and on this side, right in front of the pistons. Alright, we have the third level installed mostly, with the exception of the walls. This is a step where we put the redstone in, and this is the simplest level yet. All you gotta do is put redstone, bring it out on both sides, set repeater here and here, put the blocks in, bring the signal out, as every time, put a block in, repeater on one tick, and bring the signal out. You do this for both sides. And this is pretty much the complete thing. You just finish, put the walls in, put the ceiling on, put the slabs in to keep spiders from spawning in, and of course, put in the separation bar for both sides. Now, one thing I'm going to need to show you is how you actually operate this thing, because it requires a pulse to get the pistons to push and retract really quickly, which you'll see here in 1 second, like that. And the way we do that is with this little thing here. It'll put out one single pulse, and I have it set to have that pulse be 4 game ticks, which is 1 full length of a repeater. What I have here is the timer you're probably going to want to use because it works pretty much the best out of most of the stuff I've tested. It goes out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 repeaters, redstone, loops around, goes back, and then 2 repeaters before the end, we have a sticky piston with a block on top of it. And this torch simply takes the signal and sends it up through the middle, and that will have the pistons move the floor twice. And that's pretty much it. That's all there is to it. Alright guys, here we are. We are in a slab test world with the completed lag machine. There are a few things I want to go over with you guys and just let you know some stuff. Now, one thing is, 24 blocks away mobs will spawn and stay. 32 blocks and past that mobs will spawn, but they also have a chance to despawn. That's up to 128 blocks away. After 128 blocks away from the player, there will be no mobs whatsoever. They won't spawn, and they'll instantly despawn if there is any there when you're walking away. So, in between 24 and 32 blocks, mobs will spawn, and they will not despawn. So you want this level right here, the one that they spawn on, to be 24 blocks above you, and then this level would be within 32 blocks, and that's optimal for getting the most amount of drops. Now, another thing is, to get the most efficiency from your farm, or mob farm, whatever you want to call it, is there will need to be no other mobs within 128 blocks, because then you just have to have the area lit up, or out in the middle of nowhere, or something. My personal preference for doing this is to go out to the ocean, find a spot where the water is the deepest, go up to the maximum build height, and build it from the top down, so the maximum build height is this level right here. Well, I wouldn't say that. The maximum build height would probably want to be the one level above it, so that way you can, put slabs here, or light it up, or whatever you want to do. And that way there will be no mobs within 128 blocks of you, because there will be an ocean down below, and you'll be well over 128 blocks above it. I have it set up where I sit here. This closes the door behind me, so that way I don't get killed. This turns it on and off. See if that went through. Nope, it was too short. And this is, just to clarify something, yes, it does cause a little bit of lag. Let me show you that. That's why it's called the lag machine. Let's wait for it. And there it is. Yes, I know there are other farms that will not cause lag. But also, how many farms that you know are this small, this survival friendly, and will give you this amount of drops in 10 minutes? That's all I wanted to say, guys. Thanks for watching. So leave a like if you liked the video, subscribe if you want to see the rest of the series if you're not already subscribed. Have a great day, everyone.